Hello, welcome in Eduma. Today we will discuss B.Ed first semester, part 3rd, Language Across the Curriculum, Unit 1, Language and Society, part 5. Our topic is Role of Language in Intellectual Development. अब ये जो टॉपिक है हमारे पास इसमें दो थ्योरीज हैं, तो इस दो थ्योरीज को कवर करना थोड़ा सा टफ हो जाएगा एक वीडियो में मेरे लिए। तो मैं इसमें आपकी थ्योरीज ऑफ इंटेलेक्चुअल डेवलपमेंट बाय ली वाइगोस्काई वो ये वाली थ्योरी कवर करूँगी, राइट। फर्स्ट इज रूल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट इन इंटेलेक्चुअल डेवलपमेंट. Intellectual development is all about learning. It is about how individuals organize their minds, ideas, and thoughts to make sense of the world they live in. Children learn through the other areas of development, physical development through the senses, language across the curriculum by touching, tasting, listening, and playing, emotionally and socially through playing with other children and being with people. Important tools of intellectual development are language and communication skills. Language is vehicle to thought. Language. Here you can see the diagram. Language, vehicle to thinking and expression. The two main areas of intellectual development are language development help us to organize thoughts and make sense of the world around us. Next is cognitive development. It is about how we use our minds and organizes thinking to understand the world around us. Here you can see the diagram areas of intellectual development, right? First is language development and second is cognitive development. Language development help us to organize thoughts and make sense of world around us. How we use our mind and organize the thoughts to understand the world around us. It is cognitive development. Intellectual development. It is about how we use our minds and organizes thinking to understand the world around us. Intellectual development depends upon the child's own pattern of development, the opportunity for playing with toys and games, and experiences of activities and events. Intellectual development underpins all the other aspects of development as children start to explore and make sense of the world around them. It is closely linked to the development of language and communication skills as children interact with the people around them. Intellectual development includes first is imagination, being able to picture things when they are not in front of you. Children use their imagination for pretend play, pretend games, to tell stories when drawing, painting, reading, model making, and dressing up. Next is problem solving. The ability to solve simple and difficult problems. It follows a set of pattern of trial and error, identify the problem, work out the solution, predict that might happen. Next is creativity. Being able to express imaginative ideas in a unique way. Activities like painting, drawing, collage, dance, music, cardboard box toy, etc. Next is concepts. Putting information into an understandable form. Activities like numbers, colors, shape, time, volume, speed, mass, weight, right? Next is memory, the ability to store and recall information, ideas, and events. Activities questioning, telling, or writing about a visit dates, days of the week. Concentration, ability to pay attention. Children concentrate more if they are interested in the task or activity. They need to concentrate to be able to store and short information. Next is object permanence. Understanding that something still exists even though it cannot be seen. Activities, peekaboo, hide and seek, treasure hunt. Reasoning. Understanding that actions have a cause and effect. Activity play centers with push and pull buttons to make a bell ring, a toy pop up. Here we can see the diagram intellectual development and imagination, creativity, intellectual development, concepts, problem solving, concentration, object permanence, reasoning, memory, right? Next is theories of intellectual development or cognitive development. There are two theories on intellectual or cognitive development. First theory is given by Piaget in 1920 to 30 and second is Vygotsky in 1934. It is concluded from both the theories that whether thought is the way language intellect it to a great deal. The work of Vygotsky 1934 has become the foundation of research and theory over the last several decades, particularly of what has become social development theory. His theory stresses the fundamental role of social interaction in the development of cognitive. He believes strongly that community play central role in process of making meaning. Unlike Piaget's notion that children development must necessarily precede these learning, while Vygotsky argues learning is necessary and universal aspect of the process of developing culturally organized, specifically human psychological function. In other words, social learning tends to perceive development. According to Piaget, development precedes learning. But according to Vygotsky, learning precedes development. Here you can see the diagram. Piaget. Piaget said that firstly, cognitive development take place, then learning comes after it. But according to Vygotsky, learning comes first, then learning is through social interaction, then after that cognitive development occur or cognitive development and learning. It is vice versa. The major theme of Vygotsky theoretical framework is that social interaction plays a fundamental role in the development of cognition. For him, full cognitive development requires social interaction. In other words, individual development is a result of his or her culture. In this paradigm, culture makes true source of contribution to the child's intellectual development. Culture. Here you can see the diagram. Culture acquire knowledge through thinking. Or tools of thinking are language, social dealing, religion. And language, social dealing, and religion. These are lead to intellectual development. He views cognitive development as a dialectical process where the child learns through shared problem solving experiences with someone else, such as parent, teacher, siblings, or a peer. Vygotsky believed that language develops from social interaction for communication purposes. Vygotsky viewed language as man's greatest tool, a means of communication with the outside world. According to him, language plays two important roles in cognitive development. Here you can see the diagram language roles. First is means by which parents transfer information to the children, and second is language itself become powerful tool of intellectual adaptation. Vygotsky differentiate between three forms of language. According to Vygotsky, there is three form of language. First is social speech, second is private speech, and third is silent or inner speech. Social speech. Social speech means external communication used to talk to others, right? And it starts from the age of 2 years, right? Next is private speech, which is directed to the self and serve intellectual functions. Start from the age of 3 years. And third is silent or inner speech, when private speech undergoes diminishing in audibility as it takes on self-regulatory, and it starts from the age of 7 years, no voice internal. Here silent और inner speech means जब हमें पता होता है कि ये चीज़ गलत है या हम किसी चीज़ के बारे में राय बनाते हैं, लेकिन हम अंदर ही अंदर राय बनाते हैं, हम उसको एक्सप्रेस नहीं करते हैं, उसे हम बोलेंगे साइलेंट और इनर स्पीच. According to him, adults transmit the children the rich body of culture through their speech. Then, child's own language as learning process communicates to help his or her intellectual transformation. In his words, this speech becomes gradually intellectualized and starts serving as a mediator in purposive activity and in planning complex actions. Social interaction plays an important role in the transformation and internalization processes. He gave a very important concept of zone of proximal development, ZPD. When a learner does the task with or without the help of assistant of parents, teachers, peer group, no learning takes place. Learner do similar type of complex task without the help of assistance, then learning takes place. This all about call as zone of proximal development. On the whole, according to Vygotsky, theory claims that infants are born with basic abilities for intellectual development such as attention, sensation, perception, and memory. Eventually, through interaction within the social culture environment, these are developed into more sophisticated, effective mental processes and higher mental functions. Thank you for watching Aduma. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel.